Hey girls, so I know I look like crap and I don't ever usually come on and do videos without having my hair and makeup done, but so I'm sorry about that, but I just don't have the energy or the desire to do anything today. Sorry, that's my insensitive something of a friend that is texting me trying to make me feel better and epically failing. I've been having an awful couple of days and I wish that I could tell you guys why, but I don't know what's wrong. And I don't usually get like this. I'm usually really level-headed. It takes a lot to make me cry. It takes a lot to get me riled up. I don't get angry. And I've just been a hot mess for the last 2 or 3 days, and I'm not pregnant. I can't take it. If one more person asks me, I'm gonna just flip an effing lid. I can't take it anymore. I just posted on my regular Facebook that I've been on the verge of tears for 3 days straight and don't know why, and my friend texted me and said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Well, I've been sad for 3 days and I don't know why." And her first thing that she texted me back to try to make me feel better is, "Are you preggo?" And I literally just wanted to throw my phone down and just, I don't even know. Like, seriously, you guys, I don't know what is wrong with me. I went out to lunch with my dad today, and we had a long talk at lunch. We don't get to do this very often, and so we went out, and he's really hard to talk to because he had, to make a long story short, about 5 years ago, he owns a construction company. He was fixing a roof 5 years ago for this job that he was doing because his workers didn't show up that day and he had to do it. He's diabetic. He didn't eat that day and his sugar crashed and he was on top of the roof and he got dizzy and passed out and fell off the roof and he got a really bad head injury. He was in the hospital for a long time. He has mild brain damage and sometimes it's really hard. He drives and everything, and for the most part he's fine, but when he's really tired he doesn't really understand when you're talking necessarily, or doesn't hear things correctly. Like if you say the word spoon, he'll think he heard fork. So anyway, it's hard to talk to him about serious things sometimes because he really doesn't get it. And so today at lunch I was telling him how frustrated that I've been lately because we have this fertility clinic appointment coming up next month, and my stepmom, who I didn't used to get along with at all, now her and I have a really good relationship for the last couple of years, except when it comes to this stuff with trying to conceive, she's completely unsupportive. She doesn't think we're ready to have a child, which, you know, I don't feel like it's any of her business to determine if we're ready or not, but she's not at all happy about us trying to pursue fertility treatments. She thinks that if it was meant to happen, it would happen on its own, and that we're playing God and taking things into our own hands, and we're not ready, and it would be a disaster if we got pregnant. So it's nice to know that I have that support in my life. And if you can't tell, I'm sometimes a highly sarcastic person, and that was sarcasm. So we talked at lunch, and I told him how I'm feeling, like nobody is supporting me here, and I'm on my own, and I can't be honest with her about how I feel and what I'm going through because she just doesn't care. And that might have contributed to the emotional response that I'm having right now. I don't know. I'm just frustrated with so many things, you guys, and it's all just piling up and piling up and piling up, and I don't really know what's wrong. I don't know. But I just had to come on and make this video because I needed to feel like I had somebody to talk to, and things between my husband and I the last couple of days have been so off. He's been really busy at work and really just not emotionally there for me. Like, I know he's not doing it on purpose, and people lately, or maybe it's just me, they've just been so insensitive and dense with the stuff that they're saying. It's like they don't even think about how it might make me feel. And if you saw my Facebook yesterday, you know about that article that I posted about that girl. Well, I shouldn't even say girl. She was a 29-year-old woman who was pregnant and hid it from her family and had the baby, and left the baby girl in a dumpster in the freezing cold to die. And she lives like 10 minutes from me, and I know people that know this woman, and she's in jail now, but you know what? Her baby's dead. And when I think about this stuff, and just think that everybody around me is just popping out babies left and right. And I'm not talking about you ladies, because the ones that have gotten their BFPs in January and December, you guys deserve it. And I am not talking about you, but people in my real life and just people around me, like, what is it? I can't even go to freaking Target without seeing like 10 pregnant ladies. You know, it's just so frustrating. Everybody is getting pregnant, and then I'm dealing with this emotional issue of not getting pregnant myself and just having a rough month, more so than I'm probably letting on to you guys until now. And then this happens, this breaking news story comes on about this woman who dumps her baby in the freaking trash can and doesn't tell anybody about it. The funny thing, it's not even funny, it's absolutely ridiculous, is this lady has a Facebook and it's public. And, you know, they found the baby on January 6th, and they're saying that it was there for a few days before, well, she put it in there on January 6th, and they just found it a couple days ago. She has Facebook posts from January 6th on and never even mentions anything about this, any kind of emotional disturbance, nothing, no remorse. She's just talking about her boyfriend that's in jail and how she misses him. How about missing an effing child that you just dropped off in a dumpster? Like, way to be grateful. Like, some women can't have that. And I'm really sorry that you're seeing the side of me that's really angry, but I am just so beyond frustrated about this. And of course, my stepmom is the one who told me about this whole situation. I never would have known if it was not for her, but she had to tell me about it without even stopping to think for 1 second that maybe it's not the best thing to be telling somebody that's trying to get pregnant herself and apparently cannot do it. Like telling somebody, oh yeah, a lady had a baby and dumped her off. And it's not like she was a 14-year-old who was afraid to tell her mom and dad. Like, she has a 5-year-old son. And what's stopping her from putting that 5-year-old son in a dumpster? Like, I'm sorry. I'm just so angry right now, and I have so many emotions that are just going on in my head, and I wish I knew what was wrong. Every one of my OPKs have been negative. I've taken 3 pregnancy tests because even my husband's like, maybe you're pregnant. Well, that was negative too. And I just don't know what's going on with my body. I don't know what's going on with my life right now. I'm not happy in the house that we're in. It's got all of these problems that our landlord isn't interested in fixing, and we're stuck in this lease until November of next year, or November, well, right before 2012. And I'm just done. I have a meeting tomorrow with my History of Christianity professor, the big scary one, because I have to make up this last meeting or I can't get a grade in this class. Right now I have an incomplete. So I have to go study all this stuff that I've already deliberately forgotten over the last month and try to remember everything so he can quiz me tomorrow so I get a good grade in this class. And I have all this going on, and my house is a disaster and it needs to be cleaned, and my husband is just having a rough time at work, and I've been trying to cook all of our meals and do all this stuff, and just everything is bottling up inside me, and I kind of just want to punch someone in the face. And I'm really, really sorry to rant and rave and let you guys see the side of me, but you know what? I would rather be real than pretend that everything is fine and put on a happy face. I don't even know if I'm going to post this vlog. I'm probably going to watch it and be like, what was I thinking? I'm certainly not going to let people hear or see this, but you never know. But I just wanted you guys to know what's going on with me. If you see that I am posting some like depressing stuff, that's why. I'm extremely depressed right now, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, and I just needed to know that I have some friends out there, even if you guys are just from YouTube, that aren't going to be insensitive douches and say stuff like, are you pregnant? Which is the first thing that somebody with common sense would know not to say to a person who's suffering from infertility. So, now that you have all listened to me rant and rave for 10 minutes, I just want to say thank you for watching, if you watched, and putting up with this, and I will hopefully post a much more positive vlog in the next couple of days. And on the other note, weight loss is going well. 6 pounds down, although yesterday I broke down and had a 3 Musketeers. And I'm trying really hard to stick to my diet now and not break down and have something that's really bad for me just because it's going to make me feel better, and you have no idea how hard that is. But anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.